All right, welcome back to Twin Tarot. I'm David.
I'm Gary.
And Gary's in trouble. He's out in the shed. He's been
Yes.
kicked out of the house.
Yeah, we're having some internet difficulties at our house here. So the shed, fortunately, has an Ethernet cable. So we can't watch TV. I can't plug in the computer in the house because it's all Wi-Fi driven. So here we are.
Is there beer in that Fender?
In the Marshall mini fridge?
The Marshall stack.
There is beer in the mini
fridge. You could have a beer tonight.
I could.
Get your little ready to go for your Munich visit.
Hey, I've got my lederhosen shorts on. Oops.
What's all the white stuff on it?
It's
the shiny stuff.
Just designs.
Oh, okay.
It's probably like hops, like hop flowers or wheat or something like that.
I see.
I'm breaking a minute. I'm going to be wearing these things on probably Wednesday or Thursday.
Can you do the lederhosen dance too?
I probably could, if only I had a hat with a feather in it.
Ah, well, it probably would help ratings.
Yes.
You know what also helps ratings?
What's that?
When Donald Trump sends private messages and makes them public so that everybody can see what he's doing behind the scenes.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, so tell me about this.
Okay, so Gary hadn't heard about this one. I had a reading that went up on the weekend, middle of the day. Trump, in a case of what appears that he mistakenly posted on Truth Social a direct message that was meant to go directly to Pam Bondi. And everything sounds like Trump, except for the first part where it says Pam : So he's directing it at we will assume a woman named Pam. And here's the text. Pam: I have reviewed over 30 statements and posts saying that essentially, quote, same old story as last time, all talk, no action. Nothing's being done. What about Comey, Adams, Shifty Schiff, Letitia? They're all guilty as hell, but nothing's going to be done, unquote. Then we almost put in a Democrat-supported U.S. attorney in Virginia with a really bad Republican past, a woke rhino who was never going to do his job. That's why two of the worst Dem senators pushed him so hard. He even lied to the media and said he quit, and we had no case. No, I fired him, and there is a great case. This is how you know it's Trump.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Many lawyers and legal pundits say so. Oh, clearly, if Trump tells you that many lawyers and legal pundits say so, you know exactly how many said so.
Yes. Rhymes with 0.
Exactly. Except for one. Lindsay Halligan is a really good lawyer and likes you a lot. So I guess Lindsay Halligan said that this is a strong case or something. We can't delay any longer. It's killing our reputation and credibility. They impeached me twice and indicted me 5 times over nothing. Justice must be served now. President DJT. So it's a pretty reasonable assumption that he's talking to somebody named Pam who has some legal authority over bringing cases against sitting congressmen and former FBI directors and attorneys in New York.
Yep.
Wow, I wonder who that could possibly be.
God.
It did get taken down eventually.
Maybe he's a big fan of Pam Dauber because he loved Mork and Mindy.
We can only hope, but I don't think Pam Dauber quite has the legal chops to make all his hopes and dreams come true.
Oh, that's a shame.
But she did drive a Jeep, so yes. There is that. And she was in the Girl with Gold Watch and everything too.
Oh well, there's a thing from the past. My God, how did you pull that one out of your cranium?
Hey, you got to know these things when you're a top flight intuitive tarot reader. You have to know these things. How I happen to know it is just pure coincidence.
The fact that I knew what you're talking about speaks volumes to me. I just don't remember that she was in it.
Yeah. And I think it was the same guy that was in Airplane. The lead actor in Airplane was her romantic lead in
Robert
that.
Hayes. Robert Hayes.
Yes, that sounds right.
Oh my goodness. I'm not going to look it up. I'm just going to.
Yeah, just go with it.
I'm going to run with it. If
So,
we're wrong,
any thoughts about that little quote, that little direct message there? It's not like Kofefe, you know.
yeah, exactly. And how long did it take him to delete it or take it down?
I don't know. They had 40,000 likes by the time I had this screen captured, been reshared like 10,000 plus times. So not right away for sure.
That's like, doing that reply all to an email that you wanted to just send to the one person,
Just, and for folks watching at home, we're making fun of it, but it's just, this is alarming. Any other president, this would be the start of congressional investigations because he's basically going after political opponents.
Yes.
And is trying to use the Department of Justice as a cudgel against his political opponents. It has no place in a functioning, healthy democracy. And the fact that here we are makes you wonder about the health of our democracy. The other thing I would have question is, what the hell does Pam Bondi do with this? Can you imagine getting that message eventually? Having that DM eventually show up on your phone that he's pressuring you to open investigations into anybody. Remember Kamala Harris asking Bill Barr that very same question. Has Donald Trump ever asked you to investigate anyone for crimes? And Bill Barr was using the Bill Clinton, could you define what is type of defense? And she repeated herself a few times. And he hemmed and hawed, and she's like, I would think it would be a pretty easy thing to remember, to poking him. And here we go. Here's another example of it, or an example of it in real time, and you can now link it back to his first administration.
Yep. It's all about revenge and vengeance. That's his whole agenda.
Yeah, which we told everyone that's what was going to be when he got in there, and he hasn't disappointed, has he?
No, he's lived up to it beyond all expectations. All right, so where should we go with this?
Why don't you read on the energy of the whole situation?
Okay,
It's where we always start. Read on the news and then divide up from there. Don't tell me you haven't shuffled your cards.
Oh, I have shuffled them, but I'm making it nice and loud. So
okay,
let's look at the overall energy around this.
Trump. Hey, any chance while you're in Munich that you might pick up another tarot deck? Maybe in German over there.
Oh well, I don't know. Maybe if they sell them at the Oktoberfest, it stands a much better chance. Okay, what do we need to do?
You don't always have to go to the Oktoberfest. You can venture out to the village and look for a metaphysical store or something.
Well, this one lady I work with collects the coffee mugs from Starbucks, so I will get her an Oktoberfest coffee mug. So I will.
I believe you will find no success in finding a Oktoberfest tarot deck in Starbucks.
You never know. Okay, so what do we need to know about this? What's the energy around this Truth Social post, the reply all, as it were? Okay, so foundation is the 9 of Cups. Hopes, wishes, dreams fulfilled. Trump is exacting his vengeance just like he said he was going to do, or like we said he was going to do. The challenge is some of his foes are still in power, still enjoying the trappings of their wealth, still have their freedoms. And I don't want them to have their freedoms, and I don't want them to enjoy their lives and the fruits of their labor, because I'm the star. Yeah, you know what? I have a hunch that pretty soon you're going to see Letitia James and Adam Schiff. They're going to be walking in trenches.
That's a Monty
because
Python reference for
yeah,
those not getting it, and
because
most people aren't going to get that one. You're going too obscure.
okay, well, maybe she's a stunt woman. Okay, so underneath it is the star. Trump wants to be the star. He wants to have all the spotlight, and the fact that these folks that had the nerve to criticize him are still out there being unpunished. It's like not putting things on top of other things. In the past, you've got the Knight of Swords. Uh, Trump was in a huge rush to mete out vengeance. You wronged me, and in my mind, you wronged me, so therefore I need to attack you. Current energy is the Queen of Wands. Uh, someone named Pam needs to start taking some actions here.
Thank you. I was going to say my King of Wands was Attorney General. I think with Pam Bondi being a woman, Queen of Wands is a very good signifier card for that.
Overarching energy is the Queen of Swords. You need to go find the truth or make your own truth on this.
Exactly.
What the Queen of Swords really is it's kind of a matter of fact. Well, this is what you did, and this is why you did it, and this is why you're being treated like this. I guess in this message, Trump has kind of laid out his version of the Queen of Swords, which is, they indicted me 5 times and indicted me how many times? They impeached me twice, indicted me 5 times, and it's all BS. That's Trump, and that's his truth. We don't have to agree with that, but in his mind, that's the truth.
Yeah, he said impeached me twice, indicted me 5 times.
Yeah. So in his mind, it's all BS. Lesson to be learned is the Page of Swords. It's, you can't just go willy-nilly attacking anyone that steps up to the plate. You need to be more thoughtful about who you are going to pursue, because it just becomes it's not something that can be maintained, because if they can't find evidence, they really can't prosecute. And that's costing people their jobs. Outcome is the 8 of Wands. The outcome is we all get to see how the inner workings and how the mind of Donald Trump works and how he talks to his staff. The end.
I'd be curious if you threw a clarifier on there, because that's also broadcasting over the airwaves. So well, certainly he broadcasts out over the airwaves for us to see. But I'd be curious. One clarifier card on future. Okay, broadcasting about future actions or actions you're expecting to occur.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Good
because
times.
we need to take care of Donald.
Yeah.
And because I'm the king.
He's in government. Yeah. He's just using the government to weaponizing the government. Projection. Total projection 101. Remember the whole they're using the government to go after me. Now he's doing the same thing, because it was always his intent to do that. He did it the first time. He sent the IRS after people.
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
That's who he is.
Yeah, it's that whole mentality that, well, if that's what I would do, so I just assume the other person thinks the same way I think.
Yeah. Do unto others because you can.
Yeah.
I think that's his favorite biblical quote. Do unto others before they do unto you.
Yes.
Do unto others, then blame them because they would have done it to you in the same circumstances.
That must have been on that 3rd tablet that Moses came down from,
the 15, 10 commandments. I want to look at the energy around Pam Bondi. So here you go. Oh, here's the other thing.
Yeah.
And somebody pointed out, somebody had been Hawk that pointed it out. If he's sending this to Pam Bondi, what else is he sending out to everyone around him?
Oh, yeah. No kidding.
What's he sending to Tom Homan? What's he sending to Marco Rubio? What's he sending to who's the guy in charge of the Fed? Crap, I'm drawing a blank on his name. The chairman of the Federal Jerome Powell. No, what's he sending to Powell? What's he sending to Scott Bessent, or all these different people?
Would that fall under presidential records?
It should.
Yeah. Okay. That's kind of
Yeah,
what I thought.
but that's why they use their own phones or burner phones and stuff like that and delete everything. It's so
Hmm.
corrupt. Um, okay, so Pam Bondi is obviously being put right on the kettle here. How is she handling this current situation?
Well,
Because
didn't they bring charges against Adam Schiff and Letitia James? I thought I saw something about that. I could be wrong.
no, I think you're wrong.
Okay,
Well, I
let's.
mean, they censured Adam Schiff like a year ago or 2 years ago, made him stand in the pit and yelled at him for a while for daring to impeach Trump.
Oh man.
And yeah, well, Letitia James, they've been trying to get her busted on this stuff for 4 or 5 months. And there's no there. Comey's obviously not loyal. Gary's looking up to confirm his wild haired assumptions and misinformation. Meanwhile,
Yes.
I'll spread my own misinformation
Keep going.
about Pam Bondi's mindset upon receiving this little landmine in her inbox. Entertainment purposes only. Foundation of the reading is the world card, bringing things full circle into a close. It makes me wonder. Well, brought this on yourself, but there's a no-win situation with this. If you don't bring the charges, he's going to be all over you like a cheap suit. And if you do bring the charges, you've probably broken some laws. So how do you get out of this situation? It's almost like saying it's a world of her own making. And she's expected to do something about this world because there's this expectation that I tell you to jump and you say how high, and then I hit you with the stick anyways because I'm never satisfied with what people do. Underneath it all is the death card. Um, if you were to ask me right now, if I just stopped right here, she's going to resign. This is kind of like this is like one of those final straw type moments. This may not be the thing that forces her to resign, but he broke her with this, and the fact that it made it out in public. Um, if it was kept private, she might be able to recover from this. The fact that it's out in public, it gives her no room to maneuver. In the past, she got the full card. She accepted the job. This is the first card. This is the end card of the journey. This is the past. This is the present. She's at the end of her journey. He basically killed it for her. Current situation is the King of Cups. He's having a tantrum. She's used to him having a tantrum, and he's having a tantrum. And again, because he has to be satisfied right away. You know, his diaper is full, and he wants his diaper changed, and he's screaming. He is, nothing but chaos. This man baby that's got her fed up to the point where she's had her dream job, and she's now probably ready to leave her dream job. That is like, how much more of this can I take? Because he's nothing but pure chaos. And now she's been dragged into the fray. And I ask you, Gary, honestly, what avenues does she have to maneuver in this? You've got three choices: do nothing,
Yep.
which is probably your best choice.
Mm-hmm.
Announce charges, which everybody's going to say you did it because Trump told you to. Let's see the evidence, and you damn well better have some evidence. Or you announce that you're not doing anything, or we're going to. If you announce investigations into it, people are going to look at this. If you announce that you're doing something, people are going to look into this. And if you announce you do nothing, then Trump's going to get mad at you. And if you later bring up stuff, they're going to say Trump forced you into it. She's got no room to maneuver. There's no plausible deniability left for her.
Yeah, it just makes you wonder how long Trump is going to put up with this non-action, because he's all about image, and if like when he's referred to as taco, that really gets under his skin.
I want you to look up while I'm doing this. Look up one thing, will you?
Sure.
Will you look up Lindsay Halligan, Halligan? Lindsay, let's spell it like Lindsay Wagner with an E at the end.
Yeah.
I'm curious if that's. I don't think it's a veiled threat. I think it's a way to add credibility, but it could be that Lindsay Halligan, especially if she's an attractive blonde lady, would be her replacement because she's a really good lawyer.
Yes.
I wasn't necessarily getting the threatening vibe off of it. I think it was more the encouragement that she wouldn't be alone and could probably lean on this person for some great ideas. What do you got?
Funny, she kind of looks like Melania.
Oh, geez.
She looks like a younger Melania.
Okay, we'll have to go. It wouldn't surprise me. And do a little wiki on her to see what her relationship with Trump is. Why he would be calling her out? Is it just looks, or is she actually talking with him? Okay, so I'm gonna jump back.
She has no prosecutorial. Yeah, she's never been a prosecutor.
Oh, good. So she's perfect for the job.
She practiced insurance law in Florida before joining Donald Trump's legal team in 2022.
Okay, so that's why he knows her because she was on his legal team.
Yeah.
God, guy, swear to God, that guy thinks with his nads. He's like the orange Captain Kirk with Jesus. Okay, so chaos. She's being dragged into the chaos of the Trump. Lesson to be learned: setting boundaries. Morals and ethics, which I'm sure are already questionable with her. She could choose to power through this. She could do that, but the expectation of this job is that you're supposed to be separate. The judicial branch is a separate, co-equal branch to the executive branch. And he's testing that authority because he's making it that you report into me. Look at these major arcana here. Outcome is the magician card. Either you manifest charges, or you have to give the illusion of it. Let's take one card. There's going to be a fight. She may not leave right away. This is why maybe the death card. It's kind of another brick in the wall for her. She's fighting, but she's also contemplating leaving. Last one. And then there's a victory here.
Yeah, I get the feeling, the way I read it, she's defending her actions.
Yeah.
She's like checking out, and then Trump will claim victory.
This one, it's like all eyes are on her too. She's got some real struggles ahead for her on what she's going to do. Basically, everyone I was saying, she has to she's got no wiggle room. She's got to figure out wiggle room, because if she can't, the only wiggle room you have is to leave. And that Six of Wands could be, and I think I said this on my reading the other day. If you want to save whatever scraps of integrity that you might think you have, you better go now. Defend yourself, defend your record, and get out of there, because it's only going to get worse when you take the train through Crazy Town.
Well, it's like you said, Trump, if you acquiesce to Trump once, he always comes back for more.
Of course, there's always a follow-up request. It's always a follow-up request for more.
Yep.
Just, take an inch, and then you take 10 inches, and then you take a yard, and then you take 10 feet, then you take 10 yards, and it never stops, ever.
Right. That's what I got.
Why don't you throw in the future of Pam Bondi?
I could do that.
Where will she be at the end of the year? How about that? Why don't you give yourself to the end of the year?
All right.
Nice. Give you a little extended 3.5 month window there to look at. Well, that's me.
Hey, wow. Hey, we do look alike.
I know, right? I hit the remove button instead of the isolation button.
I'll do a side by side. What's Pam Bondi going to look like? How is she going to be doing 3 months from now, end of the year? this year, same time next year. So end of the year, same time next year. What's her energy? How are things going for her? Okay. At the end of the year, well, that's funny. That was my cross.
Yeah.
Maybe I misinterpreted what the cross was. Here you are sitting around in a high-paying, highfalutin job, and you ain't doing nothing. So it looks like she's still in her job. She's trying to carry the burden that's being put on her. She'll make some sort of offer, emotional offering, to the fool. So to me, it seems like she will try her best to bring a case forward. It's a foolish decision, but she needs to do it to placate the man baby.
Sure.
How is she a year from now? Ooh.
Oh no. I don't like that card.
Yeah. Is she so okay, you got the devil. You're chained to this. You were just attacking whoever was out there. This was in my throw as well. That was the lesson to be learned. I guess the lesson to be learned is you attacked everyone that he told you to. Even though it didn't make any sense and it seemed kind of silly and crazy. And the world card, bringing the end to the cycle. To me, she's okay at the end of this year. A year from now, she's gone.
Yeah.
This time next year, she is gone.
That is a reasonable interpretation of those cards. And again, if Trump's, and you think about it, you can go ahead and do all the stuff for Trump right now. If he's not in power, next year, who's going to protect you?
Well, that's exactly it too. And when he's no longer in power, are they still going to make these exception rules for, because all these rules are to benefit Trump. They're not to benefit anyone other than him.
Nope. And he'll be gone and everybody else be left holding the bag.
Oh, yeah.
And they can go ahead and blame Trump all they want, but people are going to want a fall guy or fall girl, as the case may be. And you're going to be it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for watching this video and supporting our channel. We appreciate it.
Yeah. If you like these videos, feel free to play them back at 1.75 speed, and it'll be far more interesting.
It'll sound like Alvin and the Chipmunks. It's Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Like, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell. We'll wake up at midnight with a new one. And leave a comment. I read them all, respond to many. Although for the next week, I probably won't be quite as responsive as I typically am.
Just get a beer mug. Just reply everybody with a beer mug.
I can do that.
Copy paste.
Hey, can we give a shout out? I want to give a shout out to It's Gonna Be Okay. It's Gonna Be Okay. Heard a voice saying that something's going to happen October the 9th. It was so clear and emphatic. I put it on my calendar. So let's see what happens October 9th.
It's going to be okay.
People will be celebrating. And then...
or a tornado's going to come.
Oh, dear. And then, here we go. Florence, also known as... what is this? Moom in Summer 76. Maybe this is supposed to be Mom in Summer 76. But anyways, for Florence, a special card. Thank you, Dave.
It's sun card.
Yeah. Let the sun shine in. And then Annie Cat.
Shop the books in the school line, in the pick up and drop off lines.
Finally, Annie Cat, also known as Annie and Kitties.
Annie and Kitties. You've got you'll have 8 eventually. So go crazy.
And for the rest of us,
cats, you are crazy.
For the rest of us, here's a card that causes everyone to sort of squeam a little in their chairs. We got the death card. Hopefully, we're coming to the end of this nonsense.
Yeah, we should be so lucky.
I know.
We record this on September 22nd at after 7 p.m. Pacific time, and no news yet that the president of the 47th president of the United States is ready to give over to the 48th president of the United States.
Yeah, I'm not hearing any car horns honking just yet.
Exactly. Or people celebrating in the streets. Maybe tomorrow.
All right, folks.
Thank you, everyone. Take care.
Bye.